up, people? Motivation Monday, episode 10, Iona Beach. I'm gonna go down the never-ending pathway to the end of the earth. This is interesting because I didn't know there was any paths that go down this way, or there was any beaches out here near the airport in Vancouver, actually Richmond, BC. Here's the lookout. So there's another path over on that side, and then here we are. 8K. This is gonna be an 8K trip. That's what it says on the sign. The water has dried up really quite a lot. Distance to end of jetty is 8K. Maybe I should jog it, or this might take hours. I want to get to the end of the jetty. So I was at a festival this weekend, and I saw a hiking club. I was talking to them. I was telling them about some of the trails I'd done. They suggested I come out to Iona Beach. I'd never even heard of it before. And now I'm here. Motivation Monday, 10th episode. It was interesting getting over here. I passed a lot of interesting things that I would never expected to see. Doesn't look like 8K to me. I passed the some water containers, big ones, like silos. I passed the post office, the headquarters there. A bunch of big construction storage areas, like for Kiewit. They had a big site, a huge site, and for Jacob Brothers, they had a concrete dispatching plant there, and a bunch of other industrial stuff, and even a mall. I'm really glad I'm trying a different route today to come out here. I'm hoping you're going to enjoy seeing this place. It's a very cloudy day, a little bit windy. It looks like you can walk quite a bit out there without getting in the water even. I'm wondering if there's water at the end of this pier type thing. I don't know what you call it exactly. It's not a pier. It's like a concrete kind of like bridge that doesn't have that touches the ground. Over there's the airport. Lots of planes that are coming all the time. So here's the thing. It's like, I want to help you, whoever you are watching this, wherever you are in your life. If you're not happy with your life, you can change it. You can become what you want to be. Whatever you want to be. I accept you. I'm here for you. I'm not like the other YouTubers where they grow too big and they forget about everybody. You know, everybody kind of gravitates, even myself, gravitates towards who has, like, at the top, you know? They're not necessarily doing the best, they're not making the best content, they're not the people we should be really following, but they've kind of beaten the algorithm to get up there, and everybody gravitates towards them. They don't really want to look at the content like mine, like the small guy that's trying to make his way up, trying to break through the barriers. But you know what? Myself, I was always the underdog anyways, my whole life. I never got nothing handed to me. I always had to grind it out myself. I got to invest in myself now. I know that. With no income even, I got to invest in new phones, drones, batteries, everything, software. Invest my time in learning to become better. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not complaining at all. It's a great process to be going through. And I'll remember who was there when I was on my way up. People are always looking for the person that's at the finish line. They have everything. They got all the money, all the success, everything. They're looking to jump on the bandwagon with those people at the finish line so they can get an easy way up. I don't want an easy way up. I'm gonna grind out the hard way. You know, I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, and I'm gonna grow, become better. And you can do it too. Anybody can do it. There's nothing special about me that makes me any better than anybody else. It's just, you got to be willing to put the hard work in every day. All the time. There's a plane going off somewhere. It's funny. You know, you can watch the planes. Over in Canada, if you don't do certain things that they want you to do, they won't let you on a plane. You have a certain medical procedure, you know, a discriminatory medical procedure. Only that procedure matters, nothing else matters. A whole illusion of fear, you know, to basically control people so they can't go where they want to go. Like, I want to go places, but they won't allow me until they drop these rules. I'm going to keep fighting against them and keep showing that there's nothing of this sort is happening around anywhere. None of these bad things they're saying are really happening. They're just making them up. You know, bad things happen all the time, but we still got to keep going. We still got to accept each other, even if we don't agree with their opinions. Like, I want to go to Africa. They won't let me on a plane because I didn't take something. What a silly thing. I'm not complaining. I'm making the best of it. I'm just enjoying every day now. I don't need to be a slave to these dictators. They don't even exist in my mind. But anyways, I enjoy the battle. I enjoy the struggle. You know, it made me stronger. Some people didn't have to struggle. Good for them, but when it comes to surviving themselves, good luck, you know. I gotta stand on my own 2 feet my whole life. Make my own meals, clean my own house, pay my own bills, do everything for myself. You know, nobody was there, nobody cared. Nobody reached out, nothing. And I'm perfectly fine with it. Perfectly fine. I'm gonna keep grinding forward. That's all I know. No giving up here. Sparkling over here. It's like shiny water. That was a fast 3K already. Because I don't know if this is 10K. I guess it looks shorter than it is, but it just goes on for a long time. I was looking on the map for this area. There's another kind of walkout way on the other side over there on the north side, and there's a conservatory area which I would like to venture through at some point. I'm not sure if I'm able to, if it's accessible or what, but I'll be back to do that one. I'll probably get to the end of this pier and then I'll switch it off, see how I'm feeling. There's definitely something going on though when the water's like that. It's just evaporated that far out. These big corporations are draining the planet and blaming the little guy, you know. So we gotta start abandoning them and come back into the communities and not allow them in. Start banning them. But everybody wants to be the one in charge. So that's why nobody's in charge. They want to have the monopoly themselves and the greed. Here goes another plane. That's number 3 now. There's lots of storks and ducks in the water. Walk down the road to the end of the planet, end of the earth, basically. End of Richmond, the furthest point out of the way. You're almost surrounded by water. It's funny, you could like comment, you could be a fan of other people all the time and they won't even know you exist. And when you try to do your own thing, they're like a ghost. They didn't even know. They were just expecting you to follow them and be on their path, and you know, you realize their path wasn't, you're not a follower anyways. You weren't trying to follow them, you were trying to support them, encourage them, and they thought you were like their biggest fan or something. I don't know what they thought. I still wish the best for them. I'll still keep supporting, even if they can't return the favor. It's fine, no problem. One day, they'll realize what they're missing out on. The sound of the wind. YouTube likes to put you in the niche. They want you to do one little thing, like only show pieces of grass, green pieces of grass or something like that. And when you try to branch out different directions, they try to censor and downgrade you off the algorithm. They just want the big names. You know, like I could be doing just African festivals and putting out, you know, big names like that. Just waiting, but I didn't even know what to expect when I went in those things. When I got those videos of those big name performers, I didn't know who they were even. And I don't make anything off those videos. I just put them up for fun, so everybody could see how the event went in Vancouver, and we could have it documented here. You know, I don't expect anything from anybody. All I'm doing is trying to showcase my experience in this life, showcase people's talents, showcase the nature, showcase the things that are important, man. People nowadays, they're so caught up in the celebrity kind of following, they can't even go to the bathroom without having their head stuck in their phone trying to watch some TikTok video or whatever, whoever has the most followers, 10 million or whatever, like Russell Brand or whoever. These people are never going to know you even exist. So why don't you engage with people that may actually respond to you, may actually acknowledge your existence? And you're donating to the top people that have all the millions. That's fine. Go ahead, keep doing it, but see where it gets you. It's going to get you depressed because you're going to realize these people don't give a shit about you. And then maybe you'll wake up and you'll realize you gotta start interacting with the people around you in real life. Look at the water now. The water is here. Here. flooding in right over here. Average time to walk, 2.5 hours return. That's what it says on the sign. That was only 15 minutes there. So to get to the end of this, you gotta work 2.5 hours. What a path, eh? I rode my bike here, but I would have liked to ride it down this path. But I haven't figured out a way to stabilize the camera yet with the bicycle. I gotta get maybe some type of GoPro or something to put on the helmet. But I don't really like putting on the helmet because then your head's shaking around or you're looking around. I like to have control of the direction of the camera. And lots of planes. Well, I gotta watch where I'm going. There's a little fall over here. I almost slipped down it. So it looked like it was just a little short path here. And it actually ended up quite long. Very, very long, actually. It's like life. You think you could just take the short path, you might end up on something quite long. Longer than you thought. That's why you gotta get ready for the long game. You gotta train for it. Distances. Life is long distance and short in its own way. I'm like halfway down this life, maybe, or maybe I'm even closer. Maybe tomorrow's my last day. You never know, right? But you got to keep going anyways. Doesn't matter when your last day is. Live it like it's always your last day. It's like I worked for many, many years, and I don't feel like I worked at all ever. I almost felt like I was stealing because I was going in to do something that I enjoyed. Like, you get to do what? You get to do the surveying, put down these points and do this and have a say over what's happening, have a say over what people do. Not that I want control of anything, I just want to make sure that the job is done right. So I felt like I was I always want to live my life that way, where I don't feel like I'm working when I'm working. I'm just doing something that I really wanted to do. You know, who would want to do a job where you don't really want to do it? Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do, though. And it's important to be able to do that at the time and to let it go when the time is right also. It's a very funny life, this life, the way it is with the technology. Everybody's trying to figure out what the next person's doing so they can do a little bit better. That's why you gotta keep yourself unpredictable. Don't let them get too cozy on you. Whoever they are, they're not my enemies. And I'm willing to give out whatever knowledge I learn over the course of this life. It's not mine to keep. The more you give people, the more they want, the more they take advantage of you. They use you for what you got, what knowledge you got, and then they try to stab you in your back, try to get what you have, whatever that position is. Let them have it. You can find a different way. There's always a spot for you when you're ready for it, when you ask for it. Endless path. I can see like a shelter over there, and two people walking towards me. I wonder if going another million zillion feet from that shelter, or if that shelter's kind of near the end there. I wonder if people swim over here. It's hard to know. I just passed 127. Let's see. I guess this tells me how far I've gone. Well, that's 128. This little sign here. So I don't know how many there is. And I don't understand how this could be another 2.5 hours to the end. It's hard to imagine. We just keep putting one step in front of the other and going towards it. That's what you got to do in life to your goals. And it doesn't matter where you are in life. You can always change. You just got to let go of your past. Let go of what's holding on to you. You know, your past habits. Anything. Your injuries, you can heal them. You got to put the right things in you to heal them. Different vitamins, different healthy nutrition. Everything is fixable. If you're alive, I see people riding bikes with one leg. The other leg is a prosthetic, and they can ride faster than me even. You know, like anything's possible. Look what Terry Fox did when he ran across Canada with one leg missing. You can lose it all, get it all back. As long as you're still alive in this life, you have the opportunity to get to wherever you want to go. And it doesn't need to be about money. Money is not that important even. You want to be comfortable, you want to make sure you have enough to survive, but you don't need to be these luxury cars and all this. I see these people in these luxury cars. I honestly feel bad for them, you know. They truly believe they're above a lot of them, not all of them. Not all of anybody is any way. But a lot of them think they're above you because they're driving around their Corvette or whatever. And I just see them and they just look like there's no life to them. There's no spirit in them. There's no soul. A car doesn't matter. A house doesn't matter. None of this shit matters. All this material stuff, none of it matters. The purse you got, the brand you got, you're still the same as everybody else. Get over your ego. Let it go. You know, come back and be humble and be willing to talk to any person on the street. You know, it doesn't matter they're homeless or they're collecting cans. You can inspire them to help them. You know, you can tell them you want better for them. You don't just leave them to self-dissolve, man. Sometimes you got to put your hand out and grab onto somebody that's falling. Make sure they don't fall into the depths. You know, it's like I'm going to the end of the depths of the earth, and maybe I'll need somebody to grab onto me to pull me back up. But most of the time, nobody's there to do it. Nobody cares about your existence. Just a few little people, not little people, but a few important people to you. They care, but most people just don't. They don't have the ability to even realize that they could be helping somebody, and it might help them heal from their own sickness of their own ego and their own narcissism. We all suffer from these type of things. People calling other people narcissisms may be narcissists themselves. Who knows how to judge who's what and what's going on exactly in this world here. We just got to try to figure out how to put ourselves in a better spot where we can be more loving and caring of other people. I just walked a bunch and it still looks like that outlet over there is the same distance. It's like it hasn't even moved. We got a little washroom here, outhouse for even it's wheelchair accessible, and some garbage disposal bins here. It even seems like those people that are walking there, they haven't even moved positions. I'm gonna ask them how long it took them to get out to the end. It's funny. I didn't expect this pier to be so long. So that looks like I don't know, halfway to that area there. It did look quite long on the map though, when I was looking at it on images on the internet before I came here. And the other one seems quite long also. You gotta keep going in this life. You gotta keep finding ways to enjoy this life. Trying to figure out how to accept people that are different. It's a very difficult thing. You know, they have us all pinned against each other. I guess the families, the government did a really good job of installing a lot of fear over the past couple of years and really dividing the families into two different portions of, you know, the ones that are compliant and the ones that didn't want to comply. And they continue to do it. It's like their strategy. Get the families to fight with each other so they don't even notice what's going on behind the scenes. That's okay. They don't exist anyways. You got all these other channels, you know, they always talk about the stuff that's bad that's going on, all the bad stuff. Oh, the government's doing this, and you know, so and so did this, and somebody got killed, and it's like you're just as bad as them then, basically. You got nothing positive to say. You don't want to talk about how great it is to be alive, how blessed we are, and all this bad stuff. You know, bad stuff's gonna happen regardless in this life. A lot of bad stuff's gonna happen, but we gotta try to enjoy this, you know, and be good people. Be a good person. Put your hand out and hold on to somebody else that's falling. Don't distance yourself and be scared of them. So there's a little shelter there, and it looks like there's like some kind of a lookout at the end there. Lots of planes going everywhere all the time. Every few minutes of planes going. It's beautiful to just listen to the ocean. I'd rather listen to the ocean than listen to me. I just babble on about total BS. Whatever I'm saying doesn't really even matter, to be honest. Like, you shouldn't take anything to heart that I say. It's all about the action. Forget the words. Everybody can talk about what they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, you know, be this way, do that, whatever. None of that matters. Just follow the actions, see what they actually do without the words. Are they really gonna follow through? Motivation Monday number 10. 10th episode. Are they really going to be consistent? Are they really going to have loyalty and have value? They're going to add value to your life. Are they really going to stay positive in your life? Are they really going to work on themselves to become better, but also accept you for where you're at in your life? Or are they just going to put you down and hardest to end there? How?
Third in, I think.
Oh, I'm only a third.
Yeah. Oh no, but that last building is huge.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Thanks. So I guess that sign was a scare tactic saying it's 2.5 hours. I'm just walking down the path. I would run, but I got this knapsack. It's gonna jiggle and make noise and everything. So hopefully this is the pathway to heaven. Hopefully I've been a good enough boy to get in there. Gotta work on it every day to make up for my sins that I did. But I don't know if I'll ever be able to stop sinning because I'm not perfect. But I do want to encourage family values, family sticking together. Working through problems when you have them. You know, I say these things. I wish I could do these things. I'm just a stubborn guy who sacrificed a lot and put himself first, which may be a detriment in the long run. There's a little shelter. I guess if it's rainy, you can hide in there. It's great to go down these paths. These long paths here that you feel like are never going to end. And then you finally get them finished. It's an accomplishment. Try to make some kind of new accomplishment every day. There's many different talents, many different directions to go in and craft your skill. Many different art forms. You may not even think are art forms. It's like an oasis in a desert that I'm trying to go to. Does it really exist at the end there? That lookout or whatever that thing is, that big building? Or am I just going to be walking forever in this simulation? Everybody wants to know your occupation. It doesn't matter the occupation. I'm going to try to analyze you and put you in a box. Oh, this guy's this type of guy. And it just goes over their mind when they anything that they expect you to be completely opposite of what they expected. It's great to be unique. You know, you should accept yourself, accept your uniqueness in this life. A lot of people that are very they're not very unique, so they try to change themselves to be unique. You know, they just kind of, they got that regular vibe, and they want to change themselves to be unique. But that's okay, you know. But I don't have to change anything because I came out that way, having a unique background, a unique history, and unique multicultural history. Diverse history, growing up different than everybody else, different values. A lot of these people they're one of a kind, they really get good success in this life. They bring something different to the table, an experience that they show off their experience and their talent in a different way that you wouldn't have expected. And it really can blow your mind. Like actors and singers and stuff like that. Gives them a little bit of the edge. So over there it's at 2K, now it's 3K over here. I don't know if I'm going backwards or something. Or am I actually going forward in this matrix here? The sun is coming out a little bit from the clouds, but it's a little bit chilly today with the wind blowing right across this path here. You got to keep going forward to make it to your goals. It's not going to be easy to put one step in front of the other all the time. But at some point you gotta grow on your own path, on your own path. Really experience the unknown, travel the world, and experience new places that you've never been, like Iona Beach here. I still got so many places in Vancouver and British Columbia that I haven't even seen and I haven't even experienced. I'm thinking about traveling the world too. I can barely even There's a helicopter over there, it sounds like. Somebody's made a little stool right here. This channel's not even really about me. All of you guys and girls there. It's about all of you. I don't even know if I really exist in this whole world. I'm such a little tiny little nothing, but I'm everything to my own ego. It's like a little ant farm we got going on this planet. At an ant farm, we've got all these ants coming in and out, trying to work on all these different jobs and do all this, and then surrounded by all these other ant farms all over the world, all over the galaxies and universes. There's all kind of stuff going on we don't even know about. We can't even fathom. You know, the other civilizations that may even be able to connect with ours, but we can't connect with theirs. They may be able to connect in a way that, you know, we don't even understand. Able to use their internet to just zone in on anything that's happening here, or they can just teleport around in the air where you can't even see them or feel them or know that they're there, but they're existing around as energies. We don't have that type of technology yet. We're just, you know, on the dial-up, on the old technology, just on this internet where we can communicate in close proximities. These planes, these big bulky planes that take up the skies, and I have such fear of anybody being in the sky with them. There's got to be much more technology advanced civilizations in this universe, even in the galaxy. Millions and billions of different things going on. They're not even in our dimension, probably. They're in a different dimension where they can interact with our dimension and we can't interact with theirs. But they can influence ours in different ways. Why would you not believe that there's possibilities of other things going on? I don't have any confirmation of whether it is true or not, but it's good to use your imagination, because whatever they tell you, you can't believe any of that either. That's all imagination too. Landing on the moon and all these things. Back in the 60s, we didn't even have computers. We just had TVs, big bulky TVs, and we haven't been able to do it since then. That's all imagination. They were just using their imagination to show us what we could think about in our imagination. But maybe we are just this one linear little planet, so linear that even these other people around us don't even exist. There's no way to know what the truth is of this experience. All you can know is, to just try to experience it in your own way. I can feel that we're getting close to that building over there. Maybe there's a restaurant there and I can sit something to eat. I'm just kidding. Grab my own food. And I doubt anybody would think it's lucrative to put a restaurant out there. Probably like a washroom facility, maybe a lookout or something. Whoever's out there, you can build the pathway that you want in this life. That's what people are doing. Less and less people want to work these endless jobs of tickless tasks. That's why they're bringing on so many foreigners to take those jobs. And those foreigners will take the jobs, and you won't even be able to get those jobs anyways at some point in the future, when this whole thing slows down. They realized they were going jet speed when they should have been going car speed. And that's fine. No problem. Let whoever wants the job have it. This is Canada here, and there is a culture to Canada. Canada does have some meaning. The land should be governed by the people that were first here, not the ones that stole the land and said it was theirs because of their ethnicity. You should give it back to the people that were here before them, the native people. Give them some power in this land. They have good messages, they have good ethics on what to do, some of the elders. We're getting real close now to the end of this path. Never-ending path will end very soon. All paths come to an ending at some point. Nothing is forever. Everything has an end point. We're gonna enjoy the ride. Look at the different birds over there, perched on that. See what the last number is. That was 239, that's 241. Manhole 29, there's 29 manholes up to here. 242. It's an interesting little spot over here. Some kind of a, we'll see what it is soon. Some mini silos or something down here. Last one over here is 246 on this side of this little structure here. Lots of people, they wrote their different things in chalk on this wall here. Iona Jetty Trail, use path. Upper, lowers for the bicycles, uppers for walking with the dogs. You got a washroom right here. Looks like it doesn't get cleaned and there's no sink. It's got like a porta potty type thing. We got some cool graffiti on the saddle area. Lots of rocks out there. We made it to the end of the earth. So there we go. Motivation Monday, episode 10. Iona Beach.
Go ahead.
This is the lookout right here. The last little lookout at the end of that. There's the rocks down there. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe. Here goes to Motivation Monday. Let's get it. Stay motivated. Stay hungry.